declare state of emergency in Southeast. That's what we shall be discussing this morning. Don't forget you can also join us live via our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and of course YouTube, all at Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Yes, just type Boss 98.9 FM Owerri, and you could get to be part of this discussion this morning. You can also reach us via our WhatsApp line 0806 999 2999. That's our WhatsApp number for you to send in your WhatsApp messages. And I'll repeat that 0806 999 2999. For the call numbers, that will be unveiled just in a moment. Let me acquaint you with the scenario so that you properly understand what we are talking about this morning. All right, don't forget, my name is T. Eustace Okere, or you can simply call me Mr. E. And this morning I told you that we shall be looking at the incessant sit-at-home orders and the move by the Ohanaeze Ndigbo for the president to declare state of emergency in the whole of Southeast. And I'll be asking what you make of this move. Is it the right step in the right direction? But first, let me bring you the details. All right. The Ohanaeze Ndigbo Social Cultural Organization has urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare state of emergency over the sit-at-home order in the Southeast. The group actually said declaring a state of emergency would send a strong signal to the Southeast governors, who would now be compelled to find a lasting solution to the order. All right. According to reports, there's a call on the Biafra agitator, Simon Eba, who had severally declared sit-at-home in the Southeast. And according to, of course, the report went further to say that the order by Eba had aggravated the crisis in the Southeast, a situation that has led to an attempt to cripple the economic activities of the region. And of course, speaking on this issue is the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Secretary General in the person of Okechukwu Isiguzoro, who said that the body would not allow Eba to destroy the economic activities of the Southeast. And of course, speaking further, he said a desperate moment needs a desperate action. We want to warn again that Ohanaeze will not fold his arms and allow miscreants to destroy economic activities in the Southeast. So if possible, where this sit-at-home is happening should be declared a state of emergency. That's actually the appeal there. So this is what Tinubu would do that will make the Southeast governors sit up and find a lasting solution to the problem. Eba had declared a second Biafra war, which Igbos are not ready to fight. So Igbos are supporting, Tinubu, and would assist in ensuring that, these ones are not really the main point. But I think I've given you the message there. So according to this group, in a statement signed by the Secretary General in the person of Ishiguzoro, he said that the state of emergency would definitely keep the Southeast governors on their toes, so that they would be able to find lasting solution to the incessant sit-at-home orders. Yes, and I'll be asking what you make of this. Do you think it's the right thing to do? Has the governors given in their best in the fight against insecurity within the region? Or what do you think should be the solution to this incessant sit-at-home? Remember, there has been several calls for the release of the detained Mazi Nnamdi Kanu over the years, and such talks are still ongoing with most Southeast governors making the appeals for his release. But right here, in the southeast and Imo State in particular, we continue to witness sit at home in a lot of places. Many people called in a couple of months ago to say that they hardly come out on Mondays like this, which which was not the case initially, and you begin to wonder when this whole thing would end. Economic activities are being stifled. A lot of things are not really going down well the way they ought to go, and maybe, just maybe, the governors are not doing enough to ensure the end of this particular nightmare which has befallen the whole of Igbo land. So at this point, I'll be asking, what's your take? What do you advise? But remember, your comments must be civil and, of course, guarded. So I wouldn't tolerate unguarded utterances. Make your informed contribution as to what you think should be the way out, or do we go the way of Ohaneze, who actually has said state of emergency would help solve the problem? Perhaps that would help keep the governors on their toes to enable them find lasting solution to this problem. So if you are supporting that, fine, that's good. But you also need to support, let's have your reason as well. And if you think that this is not the way out, then you tell us. Let's know. Remember, the authorities are listening, and definitely your comments would go a long way in registering what should be done, or at least putting some kind of ideas up there so that the right things can be done. So at this point, I think I would have to open the phone lines for you to call in and ventilate on this topic. But don't forget, you can drop your comments and contributions via our social media handles on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. All you need to do is to type Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri in order to be part of this discussion via our social media handles. I've released the WhatsApp line earlier. And at this point, the numbers to call are 090 922 29922. Yes, 090 922 29922 or 091 226 77989. I'll take that again, 091 226 77989. What's your take? Let's get talking on this particular topic. Remember, we are looking at the incessant sit-at-home orders in the southeast, and we are asking what you make of that. All right, let the calls start coming at this point, and maybe I would have to take this first comment coming from Comrade Abed Chidi Emos Onyeriri, who okay, Onyefeze, that's his name there. Onyefeze writing us from Wedra Road, where he said the increment by the Imo State. Okay, he's talking about some other thing, and hopefully, yeah, I think I may not take that right now because you're going off the discussion this morning. We are looking at the sit-at-home order and the call by the southeast, by the Ohaneze Ndibo for state of emergency to be declared within the southeast region, and we are asking what you make of that. Yes, that's actually what we are talking about this morning. 0890 922 29922 or 091 226 77989 are the numbers to call. And I take that again, 090 922 29922 or 091 226 77989. Keep the calls coming in. of course, don't forget the speculations about the proposed 2 week sit at home ordered by the same group and all that. So all this and more, what we are actually looking into this morning. Yes, that's what we are talking about. The incessant sit at home order. Yeah, and what you make of it. Yes, what do you actually make of it? The call by the Ohanezendibo for state of emergency to be declared within the southeast region, probably as a way of keeping the governors on their toes to rise up to the challenge of solving the problem of insecurity and this incessant sit at home within the southeast region. Yes, what do you make of that? Yes, what do you make of that? That's what we're asking this morning. All right, let's keep going on this and um, other issues surrounding it. You are trying to sort out the hitches surrounding these. The phone lines. I know they're having some kind of hitches. Do not worry. In no distant time, they'll be up and running, and you'll be able to make your contributions on the topic this morning. So do not be dismayed. We got you covered. All right. All right, we are still here looking at the call by the Ohanezendibo for the president to declare state of emergency within the southeast region. Yes, there are about 5 states within the southeast region. Imo State is one of them. We also have Abia, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Anambra as states within the southeast region. And there is, of course, a body known as Ohanezendibo, which happens to be a socio-cultural organization of all Igbos, and the apex one at that, calling on the president to declare state of emergency within the southeast as a way of solving the problem of sit at home and other forms of insecurity. According to the group, it would help to keep the governors on their toes so that the right things can be done. And, according to the group, maybe the governors are not doing enough or their best to solve this particular problem. And that's why the group is making the call so that the governors can help address the problem of insecurity and the incessant sit-at-home order. And I'm asking, what's your take on this? What's your own advice? What's your input? Do you think the group is actually thinking right in this regard, considering the fact that state of emergency has a way of infringing on the citizens' rights and freedom of movement? Once that is done, movements are usually restricted. And of course, the powers of the governors are also affected somehow because the region will directly be under the watch of the presidency. And you know what that means. So what do you think? What's your take on this? Is it worth declaring a state of emergency? If it is, what's your reason? If not, what's the possible way out? Or rather, do we continue to have the sit at home every Monday and of course every now and then? What's your advice? All right, let's keep the calls coming in. 090-922-29922 or 091-226-77989. Right, those are actually the numbers to call, but we shall go on commercial break right now, and of course People's Democracy returns after the break. Please stay tuned.
Where there's a boss, there is a law. We've created the law for other stations to abide. The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
My people, I don't observe say some of our youths, they use and abuse this hard drug, whether they call Colorado. Some of them they call them Colos. This message today, now to remind una say this hard drug, whether they call Colorado, like Mpurummiri, e no good at all, and it fit spoil all of una body pata. Nobody one day useless for life. Make una dey think about the damages where this hard drugs, Colos, go cause on our body, on our family, even for our society. Abeg Imo use, Imo strongest. Make una stop to dey take this hard drug because all of una get bright future. This message now from Boss Radio 98.9 FM and Busybody 100.1 FM Owerri. My name remains Evangelist Mike Ikoku, una big brother.
Till you go do not to retire before your body go expire.
This one where you come this early morning, so I even think say na flash when I see your call.
Hey, flash ke! I don upgrade and this time na me go flex you. So make you ready.
Wait, no tell me say better thing don land again.
Yes so Zenith Better Life promo don land again with season 3 and I just win 150,000 naira gift card.
That's right, yo. Zenith Bank they give a wolf prize wey reach 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks for the Zenith Better Life promo season 3. To qualify, just open Zenith Bank account and put money wey reach 5,000 naira. Request and collect your Zenith Bank ATM card, whether physical or virtual. Then download and register for the Zenith mobile app or register for *966# easy banking. This promo go run from June 1, 2023 go reach May 31, 2024 and it dey open to all Zenith Bank account holders whether new or old. Terms and conditions dey. Zenith Bank, now for your best interest.
Are you looking for a place with great coffee, an amazing co-working space, meeting rooms, yummy pastries, and an innovative community? At Cafe One, we have crafted an environment that inspires greatness and fosters connection. A place where you're greeted with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, surrounded by a community of innovators and dreamers. We offer premium banking services and super fast Wi-Fi that will make your senses come alive and your aspiration take flight. More than our coffee shop, Cafe One is open every Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and during the weekend, we open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Visit us at number 24 Ekwema Crescent, Ikenebu Layout, Owerri, opposite Chicken Republic. Contact us on 0915-213-6918 or 0915-213-6921. We have got other locations in Lagos and Ibadan. You can follow us on social media at Cafe One NIG. Cafe One, Abiarola.
Nke bịara be m n'isi ụtụtụ a. Eche m na flash m mgbe m hụrụ oku ịkpọrọ n'ekwentị. Flash kwa. Agbagotala m ugbu a ọ bụzi m ga-emelitere gị ọnọdụ ngwajikere ozugbo. Chere, ị na-agwa m na ihe ọma abatala ọzọ. Zenith Better Life promo agba nke atọ alaghachitekwala azụ. Ugbu a enwetara m onyinye kaadị 100,000 naira 50.
ọ dị mma. Zenith Bank na-enye ndị ahịa ya mmadụ 20 nwere ihu ọma onyinye ruru 1,000,000 na puku naira 50 kwa izu ụka abụọ ọbụla na Zenith Better Life promo agba nke atọ. Iji ụzọ maka ihe nrite ahụ ị ga-emepe akaụntụ Zenith Bank ọhụrụ were hapụ ego dị opekata mpe puku naira 5 jụọ ma nara Zenith Virtual maọbụ ATM kaadị ndị Zenith. Ngwa butuo ma deba aha n'akara *966# Easy Banking maọbụ n'ime Zenith Mobile app gị. Ihe nrite a na-amalite n'ụbọchị mbụ nke ọnwa June 2023 ruo ụbọchị 31 nke ọnwa Mee afọ 2024. Ọ bụkwa maka ndị nwere akaụntụ Zenith Bank ma ndị ọhụrụ ma ndị ochie. Iwu n'usoro dịkwa ya o. Zenith Bank maka ezigbo ọdịmma gị.
Are you a DJ? Are you ready to show off your talented DJ skills? Step into the spotlight and win big at the ultimate DJ competition, the Beatmaster Challenge. Don't miss out on your chance to shine and be crowned the ultimate Beatmaster. And guess what? The winner walks away with a whooping sum of 50,000 naira. So what are you waiting for? It is time to unleash your creativity, mix those beats, and make the crowd go wild. We are looking for the best of the best. The DJ who can make the dance floor come alive. So bring your A game and show us why you deserve to be the winner. The Beatmaster Challenge is open to all talented DJs who are ready to take their skills to the next level. To apply, upload a 60-second video of your freestyle to our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram at Boss Radio 98.9 FM with the hashtag Beatmaster Challenge. That is hashtag BEAT Master Challenge. The Beatmaster Challenge is powered by Sam Daddy in collaboration with Boss Radio and Busybody FM. Unleash your talent. Claim your victory. It is the Beatmaster Challenge.
Don't do drugs. Do us.
Boss Radio.
Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Owerri. Radio for the boss mind.
All right, you're welcome back from that break. And of course, we are still on to our People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Remember, this morning we are looking at the call by the Upper Socio-Cultural Organization of Igbo Land, Ohaneze Ndibo, asking the president to declare state of emergency in Southeast in order to keep the governors on their toes against the war. On the war against insecurity and, of course, sit at home. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Boss FM.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Vanasho Chukweme Kolelewe, and I'm calling from Speedbat.
All right.
Sitting at home. Yeah, sitting at home today, that is Monday. My brother, to be very candid with you, the idea of sit at home in the Southeast here is killing the economy of the Southeast. And anybody who believes that the best way to settle this intractable problem is by forcing people to sit at home, that person should be regarded as the number one enemy of Ndibo. Okay. However, I want to hold federal government tacitly responsible for what is happening in the Southeast today. We all know that the competent court of this land discharged this young man in Nandekano and quashed all the charges against him. And the then Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, was using all manner of arm twisting, blackmail, and unnecessary technicalities to still compound the problem. This is the same Malami under whose watch the federal government spent billions of naira setting up rehabilitation centers for supposed repentant Boko Haram terrorists. That characterized the level of double standard and hypocrisy we witnessed under that administration in the name of fight against insecurity. I still believe that the only way out of this situation is to obey that court order, because federal government's insistence on still holding this young man has created the opportunity for all manner of criminals to hide under the name of Nnamdi Kanu to say they are enforcing sit at home. I can bet you if that young man is released today, all these criminals will retire back to their hiding places. It's unfortunate to have found ourselves in this situation, and just recently to still buttress my position on this hypocrisy. Just recently, a former governor and a senator from the north was advocating that the best bet to end insecurity in the north is to grant all these criminals, especially Boko Haram, bandits, and all manner of terrorists in the north, amnesty. And you begin to wonder if it is not a curious coincidence that not just this morning, according to Newspaper Review, the vice president of the country, who was once a governor of Borno State, when Boko Haram reared its head and festered to this monster it is today, is also indirectly advocating that military option is not the solution to fight against insecurity in the north. And you ask yourself, who is really deceiving who? On the basis of this, I want to disagree in total with the Ohaneze scribe that federal government should declare state of emergency. If indeed he understands the meaning of state of emergency, he should know that he is only trying to pour fuel in an already burning fire. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Vanessius, calling us all the way from Spivat, and he has that long sermon there, which of course is very informative, if you ask me. Thank you, Vanessius. Good morning.
Good morning, Eustace.
Good morning to you.
Prince Emma Okwana, calling from the Robbers compound. Owerri, Ono. Eustace. Ndị Igbo say, Alanta, Buntanata, Alukwan Hamabo. You get me? People are the cause of their problems, not others. We Igbos are the cause of our problems. And like Osadebe said in one of his lyrics, Onye si na ya bụ nna ya ụzọ mụta dị ọkwana, onye bụ nna ya. This idea of everybody talking will not help us. Let our leaders, Johannes, whoever happens to be a governor, let the IPOD people, even though the federal government has prescribed them, go incognito with these governors, our representatives, both Senate and House of Representatives, governors, let them meet and let us settle our problems. Let everyone talk and be listened to. And then we know how to approach the federal government. This idea of everybody talking as if what we are saying is making any sense. I call all of them unnecessary bravado. It will lead us anywhere. Asking people, like the last speaker said, to sit at home. When somebody is in Finland, and we know that in international relations, you cannot stay in another country and destabilize another country. And people are watching. Our so-called leaders are watching. Nigerian government is watching. Referring to the court judgment always, we have been told people who are not here, let them be here. So the government has put an injunction to the execution of that judgment, which is also proper. Why hammer on it and destabilize the Southeast? Like I said before, Alanta, Buntanata, Alukwana Amabo. The MPN told Jim Wood in 1983, Jim Wood, Maru Kunulu, Bibo, Marano Kunulu. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Prince Emma Okwara, for your contribution. We are looking at the call by the Ohanese Ndibo for the president to declare state of emergency in the southeast region, maybe to keep the governors on their toes. And we are asking what you make of that. Good morning.
My beloved brother, good morning and happy weekend. Happy new week.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Brahman. They are called from the Dimo Brahman. Problem we have in Southeast is we don't have listening leaders. A leader we are created to be have listening ear. A leader is created to be accessible.
Exactly.
A leader is created to accept fault, accept error, and look for a way out. A leader is decided to be servant for his people. A leader was designed to be humble. it don't use fuel to quench fire. Problem we have is that why this set of people have increased it from sit at home Monday now, it's heading to 1 week. In fact, they are mentioning 2 weeks. If leaders started what they want, they are about to start now before, we could have solved these problems. Another problem we have is that many individuals are bigger than institutions. That is the reason why, if it is in Nigeria, Madi could have not been in prison. If it is in Nigeria, Trump could have not appeared in any institution to answer cases. The reason is just because leaders here does not obey court order, even when they are swearing in by the rule of law. And that is what brought us where we are. Agitation, secessionist, marginalization, all those things is things that must arise in a democratic country. But a duty of a leader is to humble himself, use approach, use wisdom to handle it. Our leaders lack it. Today we have new set of leaders. Look after them. 80% of them are living in Abuja. How many of them within these 40 days in office have returned back home and set up town hall meetings? How many of them their phone call can be open to accessible? And how do you think you will be a leader? You have your own interest instead of interest of the people that put you in there, and you will order instead of things you will dialogue. You will be ordering for more gadgets, more military arms, more military this. There is a how you will beat a child. You become strong with such discipline. Problem we have is that we have leaders that I wonder where they keep their wisdom. Because I know that a leader must have a good wisdom to handle people. Because difficult thing in the world is human being. That's very unfortunate. Well, the best way we can do is, even though when a child become an armed robber, even when a child become a prostitute, by fight and beating, you may not restore that child. You can only restore that child humble and the way you approach that child. You can be able to. And another thing, despite how someone become common, value that person. Today in Southeast, we have a leaders we elected, but unknown are ruling us. How do you think? We have a leaders we elected, jump up, die for them. In this last election, 110 died in electing a new leader. And yet, where are we? Until we get leaders that need to value everyone, a leaders that need to remember their campaign promises and their manifesto, we don't have anywhere to go. We have Olu today, who has 8 representatives in National Assembly. We have Senator, Governor come from there. Go there today. Even fowl and goat know that they sit at home. And they have been there for years. What are they doing? Even the new leaders, what method did you come? Since you have waged war, send military, put Python dance and other things, it couldn't work. What strategy again? What is the problem? Until we have listening leaders, we have leaders that will value the people that give them mandate. We have leaders that can be accessible. We have leaders that need to accept their error and ready to amend. I wonder where we're headed. But I want to beg one thing in my conclusion. We must beg the institutions like judiciary to wake up so that if a judgment is being given, nobody will cross it. If really they said nobody is above the law. Until we get those institutions, we can get things right. For now, I don't know the role Southeast leaders are playing. And I haven't known the role Mr. President, which is Tinubu, will play in his own. But in everything, look about your home before you can make noise out there. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you. Bro Namdi, very long sermon you've got there. Well, I'll continue to talk about this, and we're asking what you make of the call by the Ohanese Ndibo for the president to declare state of emergency in the southeast. Is that a wise counsel? If not, what is the better alternative to the crisis? Will I say crisis? Yes, to the insecurity and, of course, the incessant sit-at-home orders within the southeast region, which, of course, is affecting economic and social activities within the region. So, what do you make of it? Let's get your views on this. Remember, we just have a couple of minutes left for the program this morning, and we shall manage to squeeze in one or two more calls, and that would be a wrap on the topic this morning. Let me take this message coming from Izuchukwu from Owerri. Yeah, Izuchukwu, who is texting via our WhatsApp handle. He said, "Good morning. The call by the Ohanese is not the right thing or path. The Ohanese should tackle the root of this sit-at-home order, which is the refusal of the federal government of Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu even after the courts have declared him free. Our fathers should call a spade a spade." That's according to Izuchukwu there, testing from Owerri, right here in the city of Owerri. Okay, so let's get your views on that. Okay, I will also take this one from Austin Clay. Yes, Austin Clay is texting from our mama. He said, Bob Marley in one of his soundtracks said, and I quote, "Everybody is crying for peace, but no one is crying for justice. What offense has Nnamdi Kanu committed that warrants the ill treatment being meted to him? Why have the federal government refused vehemently to obey the rulings of a competent court of jurisdiction? Our leaders are not proactive at all. They are all self-centered. Nevertheless, the idea of state of emergency in the southeast region is not acceptable to me. The release of Nnamdi Kanu will completely put a stop to the insecurity in the region." Hello, good morning.
Yeah, once again, my brother in the studio, just an addendum. This is Steve Venantius from Spibat.
All right,
my brother, we are in a democracy. We have always been told that the judiciary is the last hope of the common man, and the justice delayed is justice denied. So I want to ask, somebody is saying that the federal government has applied for execution of this appeal court judgment. How long is it going to take for this federal government to prosecute this case to its terminal end, so that at the end of the day, we know whether this young man is guilty or not of the charges being proffered against him? I think, to be quite honest with you, some of us Igbos are responsible for what they are going through in this country. Because if all of us speak out and speak truth to power, probably what is happening today wouldn't have happened. Look at what happens in the north. Look at the time Sunday Igboho was intercepted in Cotonou by the government of Nigeria. Today he's working freely because Yorubas came out in one voice and spoke out. I don't want to believe this young man has done things worse than what is happening in the north, where Boko Haram elements that have been making life unbearable for people, killing, destroying people's means of livelihood, are being pampered, and the rehabilitation centers are being set up for them in the norm of rehabilitating and reintegrating them into the society. Yet some of us in the southeast here speak as if they do not know what is happening. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you, Vadeshus, for that comeback. He was actually the first caller for the day, and there he is, staging a comeback. Yes, probably, because we shall be wrapping up at the moment from now on the topic we have for you this morning, right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Remember, it's still People's Democracy, and we are trying to see how we can manage the remaining time to get one or two other views, or maybe one, just one, before we call it a wrap today. And before we do that, I want to thank our callers so far who've called in to ventilate on the topic. I also thank you, Izuchukwu, who wrote to us from Owerri, as well as Austin Clay, who wrote from our mama. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please move away from your radio sets.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, declaring a state of emergency in Southeast is not a welcome idea, because there should be letter of emergency. It should be a blow to the society because people have
Well,
not.
I think we are still getting that echo. I wish you can turn down the volume on your radio set or move away completely. Oh, sorry, I think we lost that. I didn't say you should end the call. Instead, I only advised you move away from your radio set or turn down the volume on your radio. That's actually the right thing to do. Once you are able to establish contact with us, you move away, completely away from your radio set, or you turn down the volume in order to have a smooth conversation with us. Well, at this point, I think it's a wrap on People's Democracy this morning. And I want to thank you sincerely, Izuchukwu, Sinclair, from our mama. So thank you, Venatius, who called in from Spibat. You actually happen to be you happen to be our first caller for today, and I thank you for that. I also thank the last Prince Ima Okwara. Thank you very much, Brought Namdi, and the rest. Thank you most sincerely. This is a match we can take on People's Democracy this morning. Don't forget. The program returns same time, same station next week. Up next is Morning Discourse, where I guess Dr. Sam Amade will be speaking to us all the way from Abuja. Please stay tuned and have a wonderful day. From me, it's Eustace Okere.